You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good afternoon or good evening and good morning. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Okay. Happy Thursday. Man, it's only Thursday. I saw somebody in the comments say, is it not even Friday yet? Yeah, I feel you. I'm like, dang, we're not even at Friday yet. I mean, we're almost there, but still, man, it has been a week. Let me tell you, it has been a week. But regardless, hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits, all that good stuff. We got a few updates that we need to talk about. There were some things that happened last night that were kind of teased, and now we're getting more clarity about those things throughout this afternoon. Of course, we know that that the powers that be are the agencies that be are out there searching for young Riley Strain right now as we speak. And hopefully we get an answer. I hope we get things figured out this weekend. That's what I'm hoping. Man, I'm hoping that it gets figured out tonight. Okay? Here's fingers crossed for that. Especially with all the people that are there putting in the time. So do me a favor. Hit that like button down below, please, and thank you. Okay? Crush it. Make it scream your doggone name, all that good stuff. That really mean a lot. That would mean the world to me. Let's get it past 500 likes. See a gang of y'all in here already filing in. I appreciate you guys. Let's get it past 500 likes on YouTube. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure you hit that like button down below as well. Share this feed as well. And I say that on all platforms. Share if you can, baby. Share, baby. Share. Okay? Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook, X, or Twitter. Okay? Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And of course, crush that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you want to support the channel, hit that join button down below if you're watching on YouTube. Become a member or join my Patreon. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. It's in the ticker going across me right now as we speak. Also, I have merch. Go check out pascalmerch.com. I got some really great hoodies, t-shirts, and the like. Please go check them all out, okay? Handcrafted stuff all the way to just sayings and stuff like that. Go check it out. I'm sure you'll like it, okay? All right, guys, we got to get into this. This is not going to be a super long show. Melanie, thank you so much. Okay, I'm glad that you really enjoy here. It really does mean a lot. Your comment just flew by me, but I appreciate you appreciating the show. Thank you. That means the world to me. Okay. I don't know why I have that song. You mean the world to me. But anyway. Nobody knows that. Deep cut, R&B, take it all the way back. Anyway, as you guys already know, we have been doing this, daily update on Riley Strain, okay? He got kicked out of a bar. He's 22 years old. He got kicked out of a bar. He went walking through the streets of Nashville. He was clearly inebriated. And, of course, there's been a lot of stuff. There's been Cargate. I've been calling it Houdini. I've been calling it body cam gate. I've been calling it everything under the sun. There's been a lot of theories about the body cam, right? Now, I know that's dating us back a few days, but just trust me, ride with me for a second. There's been a lot of theories just ruminating around the body cam because you see him in the body cam, then the cop turns around and takes a few steps, turns back around, and he gone. Like magic, right? David Blaine, David Copperfield. You know what I mean? So, pretty crazy stuff. And we've all been wondering, what the hell happened here? Did he cross the street? Did he get in a car? Did somebody run up to him and say, get in the car, see? Did he go bang a right into the river? What happened here, right? We all were trying to figure that whole thing out. Now we're getting more information. Now we got some new information. Apparently Riley did some sort of teleportal type of move, or because that body cam is so grainy, maybe we just don't see him walking down the street. Now we got new information about him actually being seen past the first bridge and actually going to the second bridge. Now, the body cam footage, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but correct me politely, okay? Because I know a lot of y'all be, no, you're wrong. But if I'm wrong, be polite. Now, from what I understand, that body cam footage is before the first bridge. From what I've gathered. Now, I could be wrong, okay? But that's before, I think, the first bridge. And then there's the second bridge, right? That they now apparently have footage. Now they have footage of him underneath the second bridge. Now, to me, this is huge, okay? Yeah, it's right. Okay, Daisy Rose, yes. It's from right before the first bridge. And remember, the camera pans, comes back, he gone, okay? Like, where did he go? He gone. Where did he go? We don't even know, right? Now we find out that he literally is caught on camera at the second doggone bridge. So the car theory, trust me, now I'm not trying to knock the TikToker that came out with the video that went super viral and everybody and their mom was sharing it and then also tagging me in it like 1,000 times on TikTok. Don't get me wrong. I really do appreciate the support and I really appreciate you guys tagging me in it, but I've seen it 15 million times and I don't agree with that video, and I still don't agree with that video. I didn't think it was the car. I don't think the car just came up and go, get in the car, see? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Because that cop was standing right there. And I know everybody was like, yo, you need to look into this cop, man. The cop, bro. And I'm like, well, hold on. I'll look into the cop. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that he's corrupt. Doesn't mean that he has anything to do with this case. He just saw him for a brief 5 seconds. And that's it. Doesn't automatically mean we need to do background checks and be like, oh, he a dirty one. It's all deep seated. It's all connected. You see, we got to do all the equations and stuff. That's why JFK was assassinated. You see, because of this guy and the body cam and everything. Everybody chill. Okay. Now we got new information. So everybody just chill. Okay. Okay. So let's get into this conversation, shall we? Now that we're understanding a little bit more, and I get it. Let me say this too, before everybody gets all before you get all upset, let me just say this really quick. I understand the frustration. I understand the concern in trying to crack this case. I'm with you 110%. 110%. I'm with you. Okay? We fam here. But some of the theories that are out here may be wrong. Okay? Now we know that he did not get into the car, at least at that moment, during the time that the police saw him. Maybe my theory could be right. He may have just banged a hard left and crossed the street to get to the other side onto the sidewalk because he didn't want to get caught by police walking drunk down the street. Let's just stuff that in that pipe and just smoke on it like Gandalf. You shall not pass. Let's just chill on it for a second, right? Let's marinate. Okay. Now that we said that, okay, class, let's continue. But I think he did bang a hard left. He said, whoa, cop. Yep, sober. Let me go over here across the street, maybe. And I think that's why the disappearing act happened. and then he continued on his way. Now there's new theories as well that they actually broke on News Nation just about an hour or so ago. And what's interesting is that there was somebody else, a source actually reached out to me as well and was breaking this whole thing down. But because, I've been busy, doing some things, I couldn't get on this in front of the computer, in front of this camera and give you guys that information. So News Nation got ahead of it. Dag nabbit. No, I'm kidding. Good on you. Good on you. Yay. Yay. Good job. They got to it first. Damn. I'm just kidding. But still, damn. I got this info, which we're going to be talking about. It is a theory, and I think it's going to be interesting. Okay? It's going to be very, very interesting. So let's get into it. We already know about Riley. We're talking about this because we were trying to keep his name out there, of course. Hopefully, we find him. Equisearch, if I'm correct, is boots on the ground or boots in the water, I guess, right now as we speak. We got the Cajun Navy out there doing their due diligence as well, out there in those river streets right now as we speak. They're doing an incredible job, I'm sure, trying to figure out if he is in the river. I also heard that they were burping the river, which is something that's something new to me. But it's a way to maybe, I don't know, resurface things from under the river, which I find very interesting. So they were burping the river. I don't know if they're still doing that right now as we speak, but they are out there still, sun up to sundown, trying to find this young man. Now, again, a lot has been said, a lot has been going on. There's something I want to share with you guys from Banfield. There was a piece on Banfield. Hold on, guys. There was a piece on Banfield last night, the same show it was on. Hey, shameless plug. Go check it out. The clip is up there on News Nation as well. Okay. Had a great conversation with Miss Banfield. It was awesome. I'm very, very honored to be on the show and all that stuff. But she had an interview before I was on the show. Okay. With hold on. Sorry, guys. With one second. Sorry. Sheesh. With the family. Okay. With the parents. Okay. Stepdad and biological mother. Okay. And they had a lot to say. So I wanted to share this with you guys because they also talk about footage being seen. They didn't get into too much detail about it, but they kind of gave us a little bit of foreshadowing about everything. Okay. So I wanted to share this with you guys because, again, there's something that dropped this just about an hour or two ago that I think is important for us to take a look at as well. Okay. So let's take a look at this. All right. Hit the number one. Let me know you guys can hear this. All right. Let's rock and roll, y'all.
There are videos, eyewitnesses, cell phone pings, a bank card, and now there's Riley Strain's shirt. But almost 2 weeks after the visiting student walked away from a Nashville night spot and vanished, there's still no sign of Riley. Riley Strain's mother and stepfather, Michelle and Chris Whiteid, join me live now. Thank you to the both of you. Again, I am so sorry we're meeting under these circumstances. I know that you were able to listen to the interview that I just did with Chris Salisbury, who was able to go and find his own surveillance information based on the homeless community and discovered that the homeless man who was wearing Riley's shirt was wearing shirt with vomit on it and said that he found it on a railing, although where he says he found it doesn't add up. I wanted to get your reaction. Chris, I'll start with you.
Now, obviously, this same Chris was on the show earlier, was on Banfield earlier at the top of the show, talking about this account of this guy wearing the shirt that Riley allegedly left behind. We already had that conversation. Chris called into the show. So I know for News Nation, Ashley Banfield viewers, it's new news. It's old news for us. No shade at all. But it's old news for us. But it is new news for the general public and the people that watch TV. Okay. But still, nonetheless, They're bringing it up. So they realize that it is viable, crucial clues to this case. Man, I got so much more I want to tell you guys. I want to tell you guys so many more. Oh, I got so much I want to say. I got so much I want to say, but I got to keep it tight. I got to keep my mouth shut. Someday you'll hear it. Someday you'll hear it. But no matter what, there's some things revolving around this that are pretty big. And the fact that they're really talking about this says that it is crucial information, that it's not just something that we could just throw aside and just go, okay, that's just hearsay. No, people inside of Old Tent City were also confirming this. We had Chris on saying exactly those things. Okay, exactly that. Now I'm hoping, or now I've heard new information about the man wearing the shirt, which we will talk about in a second. But I also think that it's incredibly crucial that Ashley put out this information, because every single time, as of late, she has gone on and had either the family on the show, or she says something out loud, like when you have Sabrina, when she had Sabrina on the show and all that. Guess what happens? 5-0 starts to give a damn. 5-0 starts to call the people that are claiming live on television that they haven't called them yet. Ain't that interesting? Ain't that interesting? I'm going to explain something in a little bit, okay? But the power of TV, man. The power of TV. And dagnabbit, the power of the internets, okay, as well. Okay, we can't forget us little people out here, all right? But at the same time, I got some information. I'm going to tell you guys in a second. I'll tell you guys in a second. Let's continue.
It's not new information to us. We've heard this rumor since last Tuesday. Nothing's been collaborated. We know from watching the body cam footage from the officer that interacted with Riley from approximately I'm going to say 40 to 50 yards away from the Woodson Bridge. When they zoomed in on Riley with the camera, you couldn't see any puke on the shirt. He spoke to the officer. We heard him speak. He didn't sound intoxicated at that point in time. So, yes, every kid 5 seconds sober up period when they see a cop, but he was walking good. We saw him walk from that point underneath the bridge. Saw him come out the other side. We even saw him jog a little bit until he went out of sight, coming up on the James Robertson Bridge. Approximately where that sign that says 14'3" for the height on the James Robertson is where Riley was last seen on video. Just to kind of help clarify.
Rolling
every
that back.
Kid, 5 seconds sober up period when they see a cop, but he was walking good. We saw him walk from that point underneath the bridge. Saw him come out the other side. We even saw him jog a little bit until he went out of sight, coming up on the James Robertson Bridge. Approximately where that sign that says 14'3" for the height on the James Robertson is where Riley was last seen on video.
Boom goes the dynamite. Okay. You just heard it from the parents themselves that they saw footage beyond the first bridge going into the second bridge. That's big news. That's very, very big news. So, car theory, at least when right then and there, right next to 5-0, does not apply. It does not work. Okay? It doesn't. Unless, and only, but see, that's the thing. The math doesn't math, and the timeline wouldn't timeline. You feel me? Because if he's literally been let's just say he was attacked by this homeless man. Seconds later, underneath the bridge, he's wearing that guy's shirt, using his cell phone and all that. It just doesn't make sense, right? He's walking. He goes underneath the first bridge. He gets past the first bridge. He keeps walking. He does a little bit of a light jogging. Okay. He goes across. He keeps walking. He stops, looks at his phone, and keeps walking. That's the only footage that we have. Would that be homeless guy? No. No. Would it be guy from Silver Car trying to pose as him? No. It wouldn't. How could they do that so lickety split? Now, so freaking fast. Now, I get it. Crime can happen like that. Okay? Crime can happen like that. But you're telling me within seconds they hurt him, switch clothes, put the same clothes that he's wearing on, and then continue walking so it looks good, so it looks like it's him being caught on surveillance camera? No, I don't. I'm sorry. No, you can miss me with all that overreaching nonsense, all of it. Okay, I think obviously something happened after the second bridge, either underneath it or by it. Whatever it is, something bad happened right then. Either he slipped or he was attacked. Those are the only two choices we have right now. I do not take the idea of him getting snatched. If he was snatched, I guarantee you, okay, dadgummit, that family would be saying right now, and the cars kept following him. Oh, I saw the cars right there, or so on and so forth. I don't think he was snatched, guys. I really don't think this man was snatched, okay? Christy, thank you so much for the $5 Cash App. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, I don't think it's that. Okay? So let's continue on. We got more. We're going to talk about this more because we got another video revolving around this. And I see a bunch of y'all in here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay? Please give some love in the likes. Oh, thank you for getting it past 800. That's amazing. Let's just get it to how many y'all in here? There's a lot of people in here. Dag nabbit. Wow. Can we get it to 2.5K? I know I'm just being a little crazy today, but can you get it to 2.5K on YouTube? That would really mean a lot to me. Okay. That would really be dope. And Cakes, boo. Wow. I can't talk today. Thank you so much for gifting 5 new memberships. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. Seriously. Thank you. And welcome to the family, all 5 new members. Okay. But again, this debunks him getting taken from the car. Let's just be real. Can we keep that straight funky between us as a family? Means he was not taken right next to the cop. So we can put that to bed. Okay? We can put that to bed. Let's continue on.
Just to kind of help clarify.
Yeah, no, that's really important because we have not seen video of Riley emerging from the Woodland Street Bridge, walking towards the James Robertson Parkway Bridge, which is the last place that the phone pinged, right in between those two.
Correct.
So have you seen video that the rest of us have not? Have the police shared that with you?
Yes, we have seen the last known footage of Riley as he approaches the James Robertson Bridge.
Can you give me a little bit more of a detail about what you saw, what the video showed, and was it crystal clear whether he had vomit on the shirt or not?
Not from there. The best video that we had to see that, and you could tell looking at Riley that there was no injuries to his head, was on the body cam video. I don't know if you've seen the body cam video or not that the police have released. It is out there. It can be seen. You can even hear Riley talking.
Yes, we've definitely aired that where he has the encounter with the police officer. It's very brief. How are you doing tonight, sir? Doing well. And he did appear to have sobered up quickly. It was hard to tell if his shirt was completely clean at that point. I will say this, that Chris Salisbury says that the homeless people that he canvassed, multiple homeless people he canvassed about the man named Ross wearing the shirt, said that Ross had said he found the shirt with vomit on it and that they saw the vomit on it. Is it possible that Riley passed the family? They witnessed him vomiting over the side rail. They said that they saw that happen and they were worried about him. And so they kept an eye on him to make sure he was still walking and hadn't fallen. So they witnessed him vomiting. Is it possible that a couple hundred yards later, before you got to the first bridge, it might have happened again? That he might have actually thrown up again, maybe even after he had the encounter with the police officer?
I honestly think that that is a logical possibility. He had been walking for a long time. He had been walking for a minute. He threw up one time over a railing. So of course, maybe police didn't see that part where, remnants of vomit, because maybe they weren't looking in that area, right? So that could have been a clean, just rip, and he just kept walking, right? So he continues walking, blah, 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 doing his thing, trying to figure out where he needs to go, whatever it may be. And then he runs into 5-0, runs into police. He sobers up real quick to walk normal, be normal, because remember, we all saw the body cam. He's clumping, and then suddenly he gets eye shot of police officer, and then he goes, shh, and he's walking light as a feather. And he's like, yes, hi, hey, I'm doing good, how are you? Real quick, because he doesn't want to get in trouble, and I get it. I wouldn't want to get arrested for public intoxication, for just trying to have a good time, okay, for being young and free. So he continues walking down. There's still a good possibility that once he got past the officer and maybe a little ways down, maybe, boom, he had to go again. Even when he got to that second bridge, maybe he got sick again. Remember, he hit his head pretty hard. Regardless of how many drinks he's had in his system or not, he hit his head pretty hard, allegedly, right? It looked like he hit his head pretty damn hard. So there's a possibility that he was maybe slightly concussed. You got the drinks in you and a little bit of a concussion. Yeah, you're gonna be blowing chunks here in 2 seconds. So he throws up when he runs into that family crossing the crossway. He throws up over on the side of the railing. Sure, he's not going to get anything on his shirt because he's over the railing. He might get like a little bit from dribble and whatnot. But how's a cop going to be seeing that? How's the body cam footage, which is so grainy? I mean, you're doing this like that Game of Thrones episode. Remember that one that was so dark? You're like, wait, where are the dragons at? Are the dragons in there? Are they fighting? What happened here? You know what I mean? What's going on with Tyrion? Is he in that? Is he fighting? You know? So I feel like it's the same thing. How's that cop, if it's that dark, how's that cop, and if it's a little bit of dribble, how's that cop going to see that and go, oh, you're drunk, son. You know what I mean? So he passes him sober as hell, or trying to act sober as hell, and he keeps walking. He gets past the first bridge. He gets to the second bridge, and then suddenly, boom, I'm not feeling well. He gets a hit with another wave of needing to purge himself. The purging could have happened right then and there, could have happened underneath this first bridge, could have happened under this second bridge. God only knows what happened here, right? And then, of course, some sort of tragedy, some sort of mysterious thing ensues. He either slips, he either goes down towards the river itself so he can clean off, maybe, because he doesn't want to keep puking, maybe in front of the police that are only a couple of hundred yards away, and he doesn't want to get caught. That could be possibly it. Somebody pulls up in a car, gets him. Somebody rides on a bike, comes in, gets him as well. Again, he's kind of like a sitting duck, unfortunately. But there's a possibility here. That's a very good possibility. So So he could have really messed himself really bad. And he could have taken off that shirt, put it on the side, go down, try to get, I don't know, whatever, maybe to wash himself off. Anything is possible. Or this guy named Russ, by the way, allegedly, came up and did some crime. Let's continue.
If it was anywhere, I would say it was after he went off camera for the last time we saw him, because the time frame that we're talking from when he crossed the street down there at Church and Gay to the last time he was seen on video is less than 3 minutes.
And a
So,
critical 3 minutes as well.
He's moving really good. You know,
Yeah, go
that's
ahead.
a good clip for a walk. And, you know,
Hold on, I'm going to roll that back. I think that's important information about the timeline there.
Saw
Hold
the
on.
vomit on it. Is it possible that Riley passed the family? They witnessed him vomiting over the side rail. They said that they saw that happen and they were worried about him. And so they kept an eye on him to make sure he was still walking and hadn't fallen. So they witnessed him vomiting. Is it possible that a couple hundred yards later, before you got to the first bridge, it might have happened again? That he might have actually thrown up again, maybe even after he had the encounter with the police officer?
if it was anywhere, I would say it was after he went off camera for the last time we saw him, because the time frame that we're talking from when he crossed the street down there at Church and Gay to the last time he was seen on video is less than 3 minutes.
Okay. One thing I will say, and I'm not, there's no pushback on the family. If this is what they saw and this is what their theory is, that's very possible and that's very true. But and I've seen this before. Wow. I mean, if you go to any type of like drinking event, right? If you see like if you witness St. Patty's Day or you witness Mardi Gras, Cinco de Mayo, any of those, you're going to see some people that are going to be tying one on pretty hard, right? And I've seen some of these things where people will literally like they'll walk. I've never seen this ever in my life, but people try to get real slick with it because they'll be walking and then rap and then keep walking like nothing happened. Like it was just like a split-second moment, right? Keep walking like nothing happened. So again, sure, it could have happened right after the second bridge, but between the two bridges and that 3-minute walk after he runs into that police officer, there is a good possibility that he walked and was like nothing happened and just kept walking like it was like a thing. People try to be slick with it, especially if they're not trying to get caught or if they're still trying to kick it, you know, because I get it. It's embarrassing to purge oneself in front of people, right? So I keep thinking that maybe that's one of the things that happened here. Throughout that 3-minute walk, there's still a good possibility that he purged himself somewhere in that time or even after. Either way, he was sickly. He had enough liquor allegedly in his system to make him not feel well. He purged first. He threw up before when the family was right there. They saw him do it. There's a good possibility he held it together for as long as he could, and then he had to go again. It happens. And if you go to any St. Patty's Day parade event type of thing where the bars are open and everyone's going crazy, or any of these drinking centric events where it's everybody just tying one on, you're going to see those kind of things happen. Shoot, if you just work at a bar, you see this stuff. It's insane. And it does happen. So let's continue.
And a critical 3 minutes as well.
He's moving really good. You know, that's a good clip for a walk. And, you know, we're talking a total of 5 to 7 minutes of total missing time after that.
Thank you for watching.
5 to 7 minutes of total missing time after that. And that's after the video. That's after the second bridge. Again, that's huge news because remember, I'm just going to show this because they already got the body cam footage right here. Right here. This is very important because this puts to bed all of the damn theories that everybody's been going crazy with, going, oh my gosh, we solved it. Eureka! We solved the case. No. In fact, no. And it's okay. The theory is a strong theory, but it's not the theory, or it's not correct. It is not the right correct. Or it's not the right theory. My God. It's not the correct theory or the correct timeline. That car broke. That car may have hit its brakes just for the sake of hitting its brakes. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Could have hit the brakes just for hitting the brakes. When he turns back around, which I'll pull up the body cam footage again. Okay, I'll pull up the body cam footage. Without all that in here. But hold on. And I don't have the sound because we already seen it a million times. But no door is breaking, or like no door is slamming its door. There's I don't know what's being said. He may have gotten back on the phone with somebody on the phone for sure. That could have been it too. But as soon as this guy turns back around, which is any minute, any second now, okay? He turns back around anytime now. Anytime. Turns back around and he gone. Again, my theory, it's not him going going right. He goes left. That's my theory. Because there's no way he booked it all the way down the street like that. So he must have picked up the phone and maybe said, "You're calling me?" or whatever it is. Okay? He did not get into a car, at least at this moment right here. Okay, guys? Maybe down the street when he goes off camera after the second bridge. Maybe a car picks him up. Maybe maybe somebody gets out of a car and commits a crime. Maybe he runs into somebody that he shouldn't be running into. Maybe he ran into danger. Maybe he got sick and went down to the river. Or he purged so hard, it made him lose his balance. I know that sounds insane, but that could be possible. So let us continue, shall we? We got more. So this is something that's been circulating all over the internet. Okay. So I wanted to share this really quick. Also, shoot. Hold on. I want to give credit where credit is due. Real talk. Bert Staggs News on Twitter put this video up that I'm about to share with you right now. And so I wanted to share this with you guys as well. And again, I think this is, it's still confirming the same info that we just were talking about just a second ago. Let's take a look.
Able just to release this morning about possible cam footage, which we're literally standing there. It's not been released by the police yet. I don't know if there's actually something in that footage once Riley went right through here that they're following up on, and I totally understand that if they are. But the family was shown some footage right here, which helps answer a lot of questions. If you kind of pan over here, you'll see the steps that lead up. Mm-hmm. That's actually the steps that a lot of people said, hey, did he go off this trail? Did he go up? There's actually a camera up on top of the two, what I'm thinking is the elevator shafts, that gave us this footage. Riley actually stopped at the light pole right behind me here and stood there for about 6 to 7 seconds, was either playing on his phone or something like that, and then took back off north, back towards the second bridge. If you want, you can pan around. actually where the crew is set up today, handing out flyers and stuff, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
That yellow sign just past them is about the last place that we see him on video. So hopefully that helps and gives everybody information.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the public at large about, as we talked about earlier, about going down rabbit holes? Or
unfortunately, the huge amount of information we've gotten, there is a lot of dark areas that if people have intentionally tried to send us and divert us from what we're doing. So yes, there are a few places, definitely go and look at. I know you're one of the big fans of this and you've been supporting us. They can reach out to you. You can point them in the right direction. But and if you guys see something out there that that looks fake or something, just reach out to you, because I know you're in contact and you can help us police those and keep people from going down the wrong areas and wrong avenues and possibly sending the right lead that we need to the wrong people.
Is there anything else you want to say to the public?
Just we love everybody and thank you for doing what you're doing. We just want Riley home.
And to clarify, we know that Riley was last seen here, and then on down this way to the Woodland Street Bridge.
Yes.
And that's
well,
where
just to the yellow sign down there.
Well, just
so
to the yellow sign.
Our zero area of no footage has shrunk dramatically.
Right. And that's where his debit card was found, just
down in that area. Yes.
Down maybe 200 feet.
Yeah.
I'm not good with numbers.
Me neither. Football field, I can give you a good idea. But yeah.
Me too.
Yep.
Chris, thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
Now, I think this is kind of, obviously crucial information. Okay. But again, he's confirming again that all the stuff that they have seen, okay, now is saying that they saw two, he was walking by, he walked by the cop and he got past the second bridge. Second bridge is when everything goes radio silent. Now we don't know where that is, like where he went after all of this, right? After all of this, the footage. That's the burning question, and that's the thing that we're still trying to figure out, okay? But this is some pretty amazing information, and I kind of wish they would just put out the video, the footage, let the public see this footage, because maybe there's something in the footage. And I mean, constructive, okay? Constructively speaking, not just so we can go crazy with all these crazy theories or anything of that sort. And I'm not sitting here saying that all theories are crazy, but at the same time, now we know that he wasn't taken by a car right after he ran into the police officer, okay? And we talked about that. That would just be asinine. That would be absolutely idiotic for a criminal to try to do that right in front of a cop. Now, could any of those cars have done it past the second bridge? Yeah. Okay. Sure. But at the same time, they're still trying to figure out what happened after that. Okay. He got past the first bridge. He's seen walking by the second bridge, and that's further than the cop footage. Okay. But I'm going to roll that back again so you guys can hear this piece again, because I think this is important. And, shout out to Chris Dingman, okay, for being out here. He's now boots on the ground. The family friend spokesperson now has been out here, okay? He's been all over the place, okay, all up in these news interviews and all that, which is really, really great. Just keeping this young man's name out here. I think that's really dope. Let's continue. Let's take a listen to it one more again, because I know some of y'all might be late to the party.
This morning about possible cam footage, which we're literally standing there. It's not been released by the police yet. I don't know if there's actually something in that footage once Riley went right through here that they're following up on, and I totally understand that if they are. But the family was shown some footage right here, which helps answer a lot of questions. If you kind of pan over here, you'll see the steps that lead up.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the steps that a lot of people said, hey, did he go off this trail? Did he go up? There's actually a camera up on top of the two, what I'm thinking is the elevator shafts, that gave us this footage. Riley actually stopped at the light pole right behind me here and stood there for about 6 to 7 seconds, was either playing on his phone or something like that, and then took back off north, back towards the second bridge. If you want, you can pan around. Actually, where the crew is set up today, handing out flyers and stuff, which is nice. That yellow sign just past them is about the last place that we see him on video. So hopefully that helps and gives everybody information.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the public?
Okay. So I think that this is all very important information. Okay. And I think this is a huge piece of information. I think this is absolutely huge. Okay. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. I think this is very, very big in my personal opinion. Okay. And debunks a lot of the theories that have been flying rampant out here in these streets. Now we got to figure out what happened after this. Because now they said 6 to 7 minutes afterwards, this is now where we want to know what possibly happened to Riley within those 6 to 7 minutes. And 6 to 7 minutes is a long time, guys. Is a very, very long time. Okay. So real quick, let me get these super chats and member stuff here real quick. Bubbles, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. I really do appreciate it. Really. See Eureka. Thank you so much for the 2. Great work, Pascal. Hi from Florida. Hashtag bring Riley home. Yes, indeed. Sarah, thank you so much. Welcome to the family. I really do appreciate it. Jackie Sue, thank you so much for the 5. Where en route do they have corresponding video evidence that lines up with phone record timing? Was Riley lines up to the phone record timing was Riley when he sent the text to his lady friend? That's one thing that I'm still trying to figure out too, because apparently they're saying that the ping happened before his last sighting. So the ping text message to the girl, good lops, okay, was done before this footage, like before the second bridge. So I'm quite curious too, as far as where he went and where this whole thing went down. Elin, thank you so much for the gifting 5 memberships. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I am a beauty. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. S Dubs, I appreciate it. A volunteer fell down the embankment in Tennessee. What? See what I'm saying? That, to me, that says something. To me, that says something. A volunteer fell down the embankment. That is pretty big information, because it tells you that how easy it is. And imagine if you're just walking. This is somebody who's sober. So it must be tough to do, let alone being somebody who's actually drunk at the time. That's a big deal. Charlotte, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. I appreciate it. Jordan, thank you so much for the 2. So this was after he passed the cop. Yes. I repeat 1,000 times yes. But right after, this is way after he ran into 5-0. Okay? You heard it in Banfield's interview, and you're hearing it right now with Chris alone. I got another video too that we're going to watch, and it drills it all the way home for everyone who's watching in the nosebleed seats. Okay? This is after he ran into 5-0. The body cam footage is minutes, okay? About 3 minutes or something like that before, okay? 3 minutes before he was last seen. So now we have another chunk of the piece, another chunk of the puzzle, another piece of the puzzle that the family has seen. Okay? So he's not been taken by a car right in front of 5-0. He continued walking down the street. And then he was seen by the second bridge. Okay? Did I get everybody? I don't know if I did. But Charlotte, thank you so much. Wait, no. Yeah, maybe? Hold on. Maybe I did. Thank you so much, Charlotte, or not Charlotte. Charlotte, thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Josh the Posh, Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Okay. Elin, thank you so much for being a member of the past 2 years. Wow. That's amazing. Dang, I got 2 years. Love what you do, Pascal. I wear your threads a lot too. Thank you so much. I hope they're still comfortable. Okay. I hope you're enjoying every minute of it. Thank you so much. Okay. And Lisa, thank you so much for the $20 super sticker. Thank you so very much, guys. It really does mean a lot. Thank you all so much for the support, the love, and all of that good stuff. I am, by the way, I'm heavily contemplating CrimeCon. I will say that. I am heavily contemplating CrimeCon. So if you guys are trying to do that or interested in going to that this year, I may be there. I may be. Okay. I'm still thinking about it. Heavily thinking about it. Okay. But and if I do go, it'd be great to see you guys there. Okay. But I got another video. We got to take a look at this one. Let's take a look.
For more on the video, on that 911 call, and the massive search for this young man, we're joined now by Riley's stepfather, Chris Whiteid, and family friend, Chris Dingman. Thank you both so much for joining us. Chris, I'm so sorry to meet you under these circumstances. My heart breaks for your family. I just first want to know how you guys are doing and holding up right now.
We're doing as good as we can, under the circumstances. The community has been amazing for, supporting us, especially since we're 6.5 hours away from our home.
Are you still holding out hope you're going to find Riley alive?
We are. We're still hopeful. We can't give up hope until we have any other reason not to be.
All right, we're hearing that police showed you some new surveillance video today. What does it show Riley doing?
The video was shown to us Sunday after they found the debit card. After the debit card was found, we met with the police and they showed us the video. It was the last known video of Riley, basically from where the body camera footage was with the officer to just right before the James Robertson Bridge.
Let me repeat that one more time for everybody in the nosebleed seats. If you didn't catch it, let me say it again.
Riley, basically, we met with the police and they showed us the video. It was the last known video of Riley, basically from where the body camera footage was with the officer to just right before the James Robertson Bridge. We got to see him walking, got to see him kind of at a fast-paced walk, almost a jog, and it shortened the last known window anyways.
We're looking.
I got to be honest, that's crucial information. Okay, that's crucial. So after body cam footage, he continues walking down. He has not been taken by any cars at all. He walks past the first bridge and he is seen going past the second bridge. After that, they ain't got nothing right now, or they haven't seen anything yet. Okay, so he was not taken by any car, at least right by the police. Okay.
Right now at body cam video from a Nashville police officer who also had a brief encounter with Riley. If we can rewind that video, guys, in the control room and show the beginning of it again, you can see Riley walking. He looks just fine in that part of the video. Is that how he looked in that surveillance video too, where he's walking pretty normally?
It appeared so. It was from a distance, but again, he did seem to be walking either at an extremely fast pace or jogging. And we all know how hard it is to balance, let alone walking if you're, been drinking, let alone try to jog.
Chris Dingman, we're also hearing more about this couple who saw Riley around the time of this police surveillance video and the surveillance video that the families had a chance to see. This couple, they're tourists from out of town. They said they called Nashville police. They did not hear back. They said they actually were concerned about Riley. The woman asked him, "Hey, are you okay? You're not going to drive, are you?" Because he did seem to be drunk at that point, right?
Yes, yes. We were fortunate enough, the family did reach out via a friend, a retired FBI agent, got us in contact with them. And I tell you what, last night, the families got together. We went on a voice call or a FaceTime, whatever you call it, and the families got to spend some time together. The gentleman that was there was literally in tears with the family. He had a lot of guilt, which the family would. They have multiple children of their own. And as I explained to him, I said, don't second guess anything you did. You're the only one that we know that was compassionate enough to even ask Riley if he was okay or even talk to him.
And he's right. I mean, there's a lot of people that saw him that didn't even say anything, that didn't do a damn thing. They just saw him and were like, "Oh, look at the drunk guy." You know what I mean? Or, "Wow, he's wasted." No one ever, lent a helping hand. No one asked him anything. At least that family had enough compassion, like they said before, to reach out to him and just ask him if he was okay. And he was not in distress, at least at that time. Okay? He was not in distress. Now, there's a piece to this video that I'm going to share with you guys, or this video. The second half of this video we need to talk about in a second, okay? And we're going to be pulling this up because it's important to what I'm about to talk to you guys about here, okay? But there have been new theories floating around, and I felt compelled to actually bring them up, talk to you guys about it, because they could actually be viable. And it's interesting. Like I said, I was planning on sharing this with you guys before, and then suddenly they started talking about it right on News Nation. I'm like, man, they got it ahead of me. They got it right before I could go live. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The information, I think, is very, very, very crucial and could be very telling. So here's the thing. And there's a theory that I don't think that they talked about in that video, if my memory is correct. Okay. So I'm going to give this to you guys. All right. So a source called in to, hit me up and was telling me about, hey, I think there's a reason why he went down the way he went down, the route he took. Because I know that all of us are sitting there going like, why did he go that way when he was supposed to go this way? Right? Now, there's a couple of things I want to share with you guys. One is this. Hold on. Let me make sure I have them both up. Okay. Now, if I'm correct, as I just clean a little bit of this stuff up here, the fraternity brothers, and himself, all of his brothers and the like, were all staying at a hotel called Tempo Hilton, or Tempo by Hilton. Okay. It is a hotel that's in Nashville. They apparently booked a room or rooms in this particular hotel. Okay. But what's really interesting is that there's another place, a business software management company or something like that, called Tempo, Your Tempo. Okay. So what's really interesting about this is that if you type in Tempo, Google Maps could just give you Your Tempo, not Tempo Hilton, because apparently Tempo Hilton is new. Okay. The Tempo Hilton, the hotel, is fairly new. Tempo, the management building or whatever, the company, has been there for a while. So there's a possibility that he could have said Tempo, just typing in Tempo, right? And Google Maps may have automatically thought he meant Your Tempo. So instead of him actually going, let me just share with you guys. Instead of him actually going to the Hilton, okay, to Tempo by Hilton, he ends up taking a route towards your tempo. Let me just show you guys this little map here. Okay. So this is him. This is as if he was going straight down. It's a straight shot. It is a straight freaking shot. And then you got to bang a right, and then you're at your tempo. So he may have thought that he was going to his hotel, lost his all get out. Now, this could explain a few things. Let me just rock with me a little bit, because this is different, because some of you guys are going to be asking some questions here, and I'm going to answer them in just a second. Like I said, this is just a theory, and it could be completely wrong. It could be completely right, but we're going to ride with it. Hit that like button down below, guys, okay? Hit that like button down below. Love to see it get past 2.5K. 2.5K. All right. And of course, don't forget to crush that subscribe button, please. And thank you. All right. We'll be covering this and talking about this, throughout the next couple of days and all that stuff as well. Okay. So on his map, on his Google Maps, this thing was probably telling him to go straight. As he's crossing the street, he keeps on going down, right? But then he has that he remember when he was like running, he trips and he hits his head, right? Now, if I'm correct, that's before he actually crossed the street, running into the family, and them asking him if he's going to be driving his car and whatnot. Remember that? And he said, no, I can't even drive straight, or I can't even walk straight. And he keeps walking, and that's when he pukes. But here's what's interesting. Allegedly, in the area in which he actually ran into those guys horsing around or having a little bit of an altercation with each other by the food truck, that threw him off course, because he was sitting there trying to dodge the altercation. These two guys, I don't know if they were playfully messing with each other, horsing around, doing that weird guy thing that we do sometimes, or if they were actually getting into a fight. I don't know which one, okay? But when he ran and he tried to dodge it, it took him off course. So then next thing you know, his map thing, his Google Maps, is rerouting him to a whole other route, which is this. Because right about the place that he went and ran into the fellas, and he was like, oh, snap. And he tripped and he fell and he hit his head and he got up. That map, Google Maps, is sitting there going, I'm sure it was like quickly rerouting, and it told him to take a different route, because he turned. He turned in that moment because he was trying to get away from the issue that was going on. So him still thinking that he's going towards Tempo Hotel, which is actually the music management building, okay? He kept listening to his phone, or at least watching his phone, as he was continued to walk down the street. Then, of course, that's when he banged that other turn, and then he kept walking down alongside this river, and he may have just walked aimlessly, unknowingly, into danger. Because, of course, he never made it to your Tempo building. Because you know for a fact, if he showed up at your Tempo and he would have done this, he would have been like, this ain't I'm at the wrong, there's another one? Trust and believe. So he kept walking down this, doing his thing, listening to his phone, or at least watching it. Maybe it was his phone was not talking to him. Because, you can have these different voices, female, male, British, Australian accents, all that stuff. You can have whatever you want it to sound like, right? Maybe he had that sound off and he was just listening to it tell him where he needed to go. And he just wanted to keep moving. He just wanted to keep moving his feet, right? So then that's when he takes that route, a different route, this route that we're looking at right here. This is when he runs into the cop. Then he keeps walking. He goes past the first bridge. He gets to the second bridge, and then we're radio silent. So there's a good possibility that in his drunk mind, and of course, because there's two tempos in the city of Nashville, one's new and one's old, Google Maps may have thought he meant may have thought he meant your tempo and were giving him directions to that building alone. I didn't even know that until I got the source reached out to me and was like, yo, here's a theory that you need to hear. And I was like, nah, get out. And then he told me the whole thing. And I'm like, word? That's crazy. And now we got it. So that's the reason why. This could very well be the reason why he went this direction. It may not have been him just being absolutely drunk. It may have been him following his own device, telling him where to go. And of course, while he was going that route, because it's a straight shot, like I said before, it's a straight freaking shot here, guys. It's a straight shot. Look at that. That's a straight shot. 19-minute walk, but he took the scenic route unknowingly. And I think he went and his trajectory, okay, his journey, his path in which he was supposed to do just a straight shot changed when he was avoiding those two guys who were fighting or playing around right by the food truck. And that's how he got that scenic route with the river, and then he disappeared. Here's the other thing too. And this is just a theory. This is my theory. I think he was on the phone with his fraternity brothers. Honestly, I think he was on the phone with his fraternity brothers. I don't think it was somebody else trying to be like, hey, come on over. Keep going straight, Riley. No, I think he literally was on the phone with his other drunk brothers. They were all sitting there trying. I'm sure they were reaching out to him to see where he was going. Remember, they also did say that they reached out, or at least one of the fraternity brothers said that they reached out to Riley, and Riley was telling him that he was going towards or going to the hotel. So he took his word for it. So I think that when they ran into the family, or when he ran into the family and the family member asked him if he was going to be driving his car, and he said, hey, I can barely walk straight. And remember, they made claims that two people were on the phone saying, no, he's all right. He's, keep going straight, Riley. I think that those were his fraternity brothers trying to get him to stay on course. He may have been lost. Okay. He may have been lost a little bit. And maybe he called his friends while he had his maps on, while he had the directions on his phone still going. And maybe he was like, I don't even know where I need to go, man. Like he's just maybe lost. And then the conversation with the family and them going, no, he's good. Just keep going straight, because that's probably what the doggone map was saying. And that's probably what he said to them too. Hey, the map is telling me to keep walking straight. Then keep walking straight, Riley. Keep walking straight. And I think, unfortunately, either he fell or he just walked into danger. He walked into a tragedy. Either way. Now, whether it's foul play or else or otherwise, I don't know. But so far, I don't think he was taken by some silver car or anything of that sort. I think his brothers were very twisted and drunk as well, probably still talking to him in these loud ass bars, trying to get him to get to wherever he needed to get to. And then he hung up with them at some point. And then he ran into the police officer. And maybe they were trying to call him a bunch of times, and they never got in touch with him again until after he ran into the police officer with that body cam. Because it sounds like he says something like, you're calling me, or something of that sort. So maybe somebody was reaching out to him to make sure he was okay. But so far, what we know is that he was not taken anywhere between those bridges. After the bridge, we don't know. 6-7 minutes is a long time, and tragedies happen in milliseconds nowadays. So anything's possible there. So now we got to find that piece to the puzzle. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's hear it from them themselves. They have a little bit to say about it. Let's take a look. It's a little bit after this.
Not saying no one else did, but
Oops.
that meant a lot to the family, and I wanted to make sure that family knew it. They were kind and compassionate enough to even ask, and follow up with Riley, and Riley followed them and still communicated with them a little bit. Nothing more to what had happened that evening, but it was really refreshing for the families to get together and just emphasize. We've been saying this the whole time. There's a lot of people that was in Nashville that weekend that was only there, for 12 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours. This couple's 3 or 4 states away. So we could possibly find the right couple that had the rest of the pieces of the puzzles. We would sure love to see them.
Did this couple tell you anything else about their brief encounter with Riley that was helpful to you?
They did mention that he was on the phone, which we've Chris had already noticed that the cell phone data, that there was an ongoing phone call. There was a conversation with a male gentleman that, we thought may possibly quite have been his fraternity brothers. To the distance of what that conversation was, it was a little unclear at the time, but, there was a conversation with who we think was them. And they were probably trying to look for Riley or figure out where he was.
Yep.
Did the couple say that Riley seemed to be looking for something? We know he was headed in the exact opposite direction from his hotel. Do either of you have any theories on why he was walking at a fast clip in the exact wrong direction? He was clearly turned around.
Yes, we possibly do. This will be a two-parter. You get both of us. We've had some people on the internet throw out some theories like that, and the name of the hotel, which I was not familiar with, but Chris knows it quite well. One of them said there's actually a business not far from where Riley was at that had the same name, basically. And I'm going to let you take that one.
So given that name, we put it in maps just to kind of see where it was at. And it is around 2nd and 3rd Street, just north of last known location by probably half mile to a mile. So there could have been some confusion if he was trying to get the address for the hotel and got this address. Could have been why he was going that way.
So there's two
again,
different. The hotel is the Tempo Hilton, and there's a business called Tempo that is in the direction that Riley was heading. So he may have Google mapped it, or to get
possibly.
and was headed to the wrong quote Tempo.
Yep.
Yes.
And that was brought to light by somebody, online, within the past 24 hours, asking if we had, thought of that, and we didn't. And then when we got to looking, it was close enough that it was definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, guys. It makes sense. You see what I'm saying? It makes total freaking sense, y'all. Like, you can't, you got another place called Tempo in the straight shot, okay, in the path in which he was walking. Like, it's so simple that, yes, it's clear, okay? It's clear. It's absolutely clear, guys, that he was going to the wrong area. Have you ever, let me tell you something, and I'm sure y'all can relate. Have you ever typed in, like, I'm trying to go to Red Lobster, and then it's like, no, I didn't, why is it sending me to this one? I'm trying to go to this Red Lobster that's 15 minutes down the road, not the one that's 45 minutes away. That's happened to me before when you type something in, or a business moves places, right? You're looking for one thing, and then the next thing you know, you're looking for something else. You see what I'm saying? You're typing in, oh, I'm trying to go to Blacksmith 77, okay? The hot new bar, but it moved, right? It's giving you the old address instead of the new address. You see what I'm saying? Happens a million times. Now, I'm looking at the chat. Don't worry, I am looking at the chat. Trust and believe, okay? But I'm hearing people saying something that's not true, or that may not be true. I know they're saying, oh, there's some commotion maybe. Really? Rehihili. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look this up. But still, finding out what his trajectory is, the way his path was. I mean, that's big news, guys. That's huge as far as trying to understand what the hell's going on. But let me take a look. Let me see what y'all are talking about here. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. See, I'm wondering if that's actually true or not. They're saying major activity going down in the area, but I'm wondering if that's actually true. Just give me a second, guys. I'm trying to look to see if that's actually true, because I hate it when people try to mess with ish. Okay. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Volunteer searcher for the Ryan Strain disappearance has fallen down. Yep, fallen down the embankment where Riley's phone was last pinged. If you are hearing about police activity in the area, that is why. They should be okay. Just so you know, maybe there's police activity because of this person falling down. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at your comments. Trust me. I'm looking at the family chat and I'm trying to look at this information because him being found would be big news, right? Would be big news. Okay. But still, see that somebody said, Jamie Lee just said, found him. I'm wondering if that's true. Somebody else said it was a homeless guy. I am curious. Let me see. I mean, to me, I'm gonna be real. Justin B, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love you too, man. I appreciate the love. Real talk. But see, for me, like, this is the thing though. Like, just real quick, before we go into has he been found or not, I don't know if that's true. Because, like I said, let me show it to you guys so you guys can see it as a fam. Because I'm not gonna just read this, cold turkey and you're not seeing it. But it's saying here, now a volunteer searcher for the Riley Strain disappearance has fallen down the embankment where Riley's phone last pinged. If you're hearing about police activity in the area, that is why. They should be okay. But that was 30 minutes ago. Now we're hearing something about something else. Hold on. Oh, yeah. So somebody else made a comment. I'm just reading this off my phone because I just saw it now. Okay. So I don't think the police activity is because of that, because of Riley being found. Okay. I think we can relax a little bit. Relax, go to it. Okay. It says we are receiving word that someone allegedly fell, allegedly fell while they were trying to help search. If you hear that there's heavy police presence, that is probably what it is pertaining to. Please be careful out there. Do not search if you are not properly equipped. It is not safe. Now, let me just say this. If they're saying that it's not safe, okay, that tells you something. Somebody, just a regular person out here, is either it's a volunteer, if it's a volunteer searcher or if it's a homeless person, doesn't matter. It shows to you how dangerous it is in that particular area. His phone was last pinged in one spot and this person falls in the same spot. All I'm saying is we got to be careful out here, guys. We have got to be very, very careful out here. That is it. Point blank. Okay. So hold on. Let me check something here too. So whatever police activity is going on, I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with Riley, unfortunately. Okay. Because I know everybody wants to know the truth and wants to find him and all that. Give me 1 second. Doing some searching live with you guys. I just want to see something, see if there was anything said. I guess somebody said it was being said on News Nation as well, and I don't see anything about anybody talking about the fall, at least on their page. Excuse me. At least on their page. I don't see that. Okay. But that is very interesting nonetheless. Okay. Interesting news. And I feel like that should tell us something, guys. That at least that leans into the theory that I have in my own head. You know, either he slipped and fell, but I'm still wondering how this homeless gentleman got his shirt in the first place. Did he really find it? Shoot. There's an interview where Chris is literally saying that according to Russ was saying that he was looking for copper. He was out looking for copper and found the shirt. And of course, I had a little bit of puke on it. He flicked it off, put it on, and he kept going. It's just interesting. Copper? But interesting. Nonetheless, interesting. Okay? And I'm looking at your comments here, guys. Yes, Josh the Posh. It appears perhaps easy to fall down the embankment. Damn right it is. Okay? No, I don't think he was. I don't think Riley was in that state of mind, doing some unthinkable thing to himself, state of mind. Okay, hail to the no. He was having a good time and he was trying to get his ass back home. That's it, y'all. It is I don't think he was out here and then suddenly he just had a thought of doing something unthinkable. No, I think he either had an accident or somebody did a crime. That's it. Okay. But let me get these super chats really, really quick. And the thing is if there is activity and they found him, trust me, we will be back on to talk about that finding. But I have yet to hear anything about him being found. Okay. That would be absolute news for me, to be completely honest. Okay. But let me get some of these super chats before they all pile up on me like crazy. Angie, thank you so much for the $7 Canadian. Thank you. I appreciate it. Phoebe, thank you so much for the 10. I saw you on News Nation. Thank you. I appreciate it. This last video and with the father going out on the search boat is not a positive note. Now, I think the father going out on the search boat, I think is important because I think you got to remember, listen, guys, you got to remember they found 2. I just put up 4. They just found 2 remains. They found 2 bodies when they started looking for him. 2 of them. 1 female, 1 male. Okay? They're there. I think it's really important that he goes down there and they're able to quickly identify if they have to identify anything. So the fact that he's there, hey, I don't think that's a bad sign. I think that it helps clarify and confirm things quickly because they found 2 bodies and everyone goes, oh, a body was found. And those bodies are just as important as Riley's. But at the same time, everyone thinks, oh, it's Riley, right? Only to find out it's not. And I think that it's been some time. There could be other things that nature and whatnot, the water, etc. I think it would be helpful. And I consider this pretty brave, okay, for the father to be willing to go out there and quickly identify his son right there on the scene if there is a body to be found. So I look at it as a positive. But, I think that if they were all called down all at the same time, that's when I would say that's not a positive note. You see what I'm saying? But he might pick something out. He might see his boot. Maybe he knows his boots. Maybe he might know his pants. Maybe he might know something about his hands, something, right? A birthmark, some sort of physical marking on his body, a scar or whatever, and be like, there he is. You know what I mean? Possible. Okay. K. Thomas, thank you so much for the 5. Dude, go to downtown from Sand Stadium. pulling a body out, I think. Oh, okay. You're talking about you're talking about the news. No, I think somebody just fell in. Okay, that's what they're saying so far. And until they go press conference, then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, they found him. You see what I'm saying? But so far, I have yet to hear anything about anyone being, anyone being found. Let me just see something real quick. Hmm. Okay, one second. I'm still waiting, but I don't think that has anything to be. I don't think this has anything to do with this, to be honest. I think somebody fell. They got him. We'll see what happens here next, right? But moving on. Hold on. Sorry, one second. There's an update from the United Cajun Navy. They put out a little post. It basically says night search activity for Riley Strain in full force tonight. A fleet of night running boats with scanning sonar, lighting, and search dogs will be out comprehensively searching the area. Thank you for your prayers. Now, I think that's also very important to understand as well. They just put out this post, if I'm correct, and they put it out because I'm sure everybody and their mom is going, wait, what's up with all these lights? What's up with all these boats? What's up with all this commotion? It's because they're doing their job at night now, too. They're not only doing it during the day, but they're also doing it at night. So everyone can calm down. A body has not been found. Riley has not been found as of yet. They are just cranking things up, and they're going to start burning that midnight oil. That's all it is. That's all it is, y'all. They're burning the midnight oil, okay? PJ, thank you so much for becoming a member. And just like PJ, consider becoming a member. Hit that join button down below. We ain't done yet. Just kidding. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Something's going on at Bridges right now. Yeah, we already know that. Thank you so much. Mimi, thank you so much for the 5. Show a little love for Pascal. Thank you. Thank you all for your likes. Yes, guys. Thank you so much for the support and the love. I really do appreciate it. Mimi, again, thank you so much for the 3. Love 7. Thank you so much for the 5. Considering he was drunk, I'm sure he just typed tempo in his phone instead of tempo hotel. Poor kid. Exactly. That's what I think too. He typed in, tempo instead of tempo hotel. Just as simple as that. You know what I mean? It's a simple mistake. It happens even to the most sober of soberists. Okay. But Mimi, again, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you, hamburgers. Thank you so much. The meat between them buns. Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you so much for the 2. I sent a live stream video to my email. I'll take a look. I'll take a look at it. I promise. As soon as I get through these super chats. Kate's Boo. Thank you so much for the 5. Australian. Good day. Thank you. How do you go from walking on a sidewalk 10 meters from the cliff to falling? I don't get it. Yeah, I'm still wondering that too. You never know. He may have slipped. He may have, in the middle of purging, maybe lost his footing. He may have just lost his footing just from walking. You got to remember, you saw the video of him running. Even his stepdad said that he did a light run or like a light jogging when they saw him between the 2 bridges. The last video that they have of him, he did some light jogging. He may have tried to jog again and fell. He fell when he was running away from that commotion by the food truck, remember? And he hit his head. What are the possibilities of him actually trying to run again, losing his balance, and maybe losing his balance off to the side of the embankment? That is a very good possibility. He thought he could run, maybe. because he was trying to get to the destination as fast as he could. He was tired of walking. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe the area gave him the creeps and he wanted to keep moving quickly. Maybe if I start jogging, I can get there quick. But remember, food truck footage, that security cam footage, explains a lot to me. Explains that when he was running, he was not fully coordinated. Okay? Mimi, thank you so much for the 2. A big thank you for our mod. Excuse me, S Dubs, you great. Yes. Let me give a shout out to S Dubs. I appreciate you, girl. You killing it. Thank you. Thank you so much. She's holding it down. She's holding it down very, very well. Okay. And S Dubs, I appreciate you. Breathe. I know it's a lot of people in the chat, but thank you. Thank you. Robin, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. I appreciate it. Cakes Boo, thank you so much for the 2 on the Mimi bandwagon. Oh, on the Mimi bandwagon for you. Yes, S Dubs. I agree. Thank you. I thought you were trying to say mini bandwagon or something like mini band. I don't know, but I got you. Thank you. And yes, all the love to S Dubs. Everybody give S Dubs a whole bunch of purple heart emojis in the chat just for holding it down. I appreciate you. Okay. I appreciate you, S Dubs. Let's continue. Melissa, thank you so much for the 5 live stream shows ambulances among emergency vehicles, which confirms to me that this is not a deceased individual. Yes, exactly. So, like I said, everybody tranquilo, por favor. Somebody fell in the river and they retrieved him. I hope that person's okay. But this also tells us that area is very dangerous. Okay? And it could have happened to anyone, including Riley. Mimi, thank you so much for the 2. I appreciate it. Please, all purple for our mod, SW. Yes, S Dubs. She is a beast. She is a beast of a mod. I do appreciate all the love. Thank you so much for all the super chats, the super stickers and all that stuff, and all the purple heart emojis for our family. For our family mod, S Dub. She's holding it down beautifully. Okay. But yes, again, this is just very interesting, guys. Okay. Now, Riley has not been found yet. Maybe they will find him tonight. Man, I really hope that they do. But I will say this. If he was in the water, if he is in the water, this river is so powerful and moves so fast. Would he really be right there? They need to go down or up, whichever way the river flows. They need to be down that river further. That's what I think. I don't think this is going to be something that you're going to find him right in between these 2 bridges. But then again, I could be absolutely mother-loving wrong. I don't know about water, and I'm not a scientist. I don't know nothing about bodies and how they handle things in the water and all that stuff. I'm just a regular guy here to tell y'all stories and keep them moving, right? And hopefully get these people found, right? But you never know. You never know. Maybe they find him in that area, but I just feel like he'd be pushed down, further down. And you remember, he's been gone for a little while. He's been missing for a little while. And if he's in that river, that's some mileage, guys. That's some serious mileage. West, right? Because the river, from what we learned from Chris, the river flows east to west, not west to east, which I thought was very interesting as well. So they need to go west, further down. Okay. But let me see something here really quick. Somebody emailed me something, so I want to check it out right quick. Live stream in downtown. Okay, I found 5.5 live stream from the night he went missing. I haven't had the time to view the entire video. Yeah, I can't watch this whole thing, but if nothing else, it shows chaos at Broadway and 3rd intersection and people under the first bridge, Woodland Street, just a few hours after Riley's last ping. There's no timestamps, but the live streamer shows the food truck at 10. And I think Riley is waiting for the light at 6. Okay. I'm going to have to take a look at that on another time because yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that. If it's a 5-hour thing, I'm going to have to look at that stream and that whole thing another time. Hold on one second. I'm just getting info. Hold on, guys. I'm checking something out.
It was reported that Riley had Life 360, which is a tracking app. It indicated that Riley's phone actually had battery whenever it was powered off, indicating that some individual had to manually turn.
So allegedly, there is a live stream going on right now showing the commotion. Hold on. Showing the commotion. And you see the commotion. There's a lot of boats showing up in that area, blah, blah, blah. Now, I will say this, though. Now, I will say this. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm just getting people sending me stuff, and I appreciate it. Okay. But, oh, thank you, Vol fan. I'm assuming you're a volleyball fan, maybe. But Pascal, they went to Cheatham County 2 days ago and did a quick search. So, 2 days ago. But you got to remember, this is days and days and days. Okay. This is days and days and days of movement. Now there could be, he could have just, oh God, I hate to even think that, but maybe he got caught up, right? Maybe he got caught up in some branches, some trees, some limbs, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But man, I hate to think that. You know what I mean? I hate to even think that. But this river is pretty strong, and this river moves pretty fast. And he's been gone. He's been missing for a while. Okay. So I don't know here. That's the frustrating part of it all. Hold on one second. Amanda, thank you so much for the 5. Nerd Mafia. Yep. What's up? Yeah, all day. Nerdy. Okay. Put out some amazing footage from his drone and Riley's walk. Okay. I'll take a look at that sometime soon for sure. He went missing last Friday. Last Friday, guys. He went missing last Friday. Okay? That's a while, y'all. That's a while. And we're on Thursday now. We're about to walk into a whole week that he's been missing. So imagine if he was in that river, the amount of coverage, okay, in just 6 days. That's a lot. Okay? Or no, what am I saying? My bad, guys. I'm sorry. I got it all wrong. 2 weeks. My bad. Thank you. Brain fart. But you get what I'm saying. Okay? It'll be 2 weeks. I'm sorry. So it's been a long time. So imagine if he was going straight down, right? Because it was March 8th. My bad. Math. Sorry. Apologize, guys. But still, that's a long time to be in that river. That's a lot of coverage. If he was to fall in and was to just float straight down, uninterrupted. Imagine that. Okay. Like I said, imagine like just putting in like a paper boat or something like that in the middle of the river and just I know it's different weight and all that stuff, but I'm just saying, imagine that. Brow, just going, right? And it's been 2 weeks. That's a long. That is a long time. So that's terrible. Okay. Now I know, yes, EquiSearch is in town. Okay. They're there. They're apparently very, very good at what they do. So I'm hoping they will do everything they can to find him. And I'm hoping that they find him tonight. That is, if he's in the river. Judy Wright said, I'm telling you, Pascal, he accidentally went into the river. Been saying it all along. He could have been hung up on something. Yeah, he could be hung up on something too. Okay. But they're combing through all of that. I mean, they got that, like I said, now they're doing nighttime too. They're like, yo, time is of the essence, no matter what. Every minute, every second that they're not out there searching, and if he's in the river, the possibility of him going further down that river is huge. Okay? Huge. Yes. I saw that video. I got the let me see what this is. Let me see what this is.
This is the Birchview
Yep,
building
this video.
footage, and up in the right here you can
Hold on,
see
guys.
somebody.
Everybody's been trying to send me this this video, and the thing is hold on, guys. I'm showing it to you guys. Hold on. Here it is. Let me share this with you guys. Hold on. I'm going to blow this up bigger here in a second, but from this TikTok, and again, let me pull this up so I can get that down. Thank you so much for the 140 czar. Thank you so much, Lucci. She says, please check your mail. So I got it. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I appreciate it. Hold on. Wild Stallions, thank you so much for the 5. There have been storms since he went missing, so he might be located beyond the dam. Yep, that could be it too. Okay. Jules, thank you so much for being a member. Amanda, sorry. Thank you so much for being a member for the past 6 months. Proud of you. Love this family. Proud Pascalian. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Yay. Thank you so much for the love. Now it says Riley's parents said they've seen footage where we haven't seen yet, and they see him make it to the second bridge. So one of these has to be him. Okay. Let me just blow this up. Again, this is all grainy stuff, but we're gonna look at it. Boom. Let's start from the beginning. This is the thing that I hate more than anything when we see these kinds of footage like this, where it's just like, it's decent, but it's not decent enough because you can't see anything that's going on across the street, really, except for like some shadowy figures. You guys don't have no idea how many people have sent me this video. Okay? Many people have sent me this video. I appreciate it, but many people have sent me this video. Take a look. There's somebody right there walking, and then they stop. And it looks like there's somebody else right there too. Guy's wearing something white. Then there's somebody else right there. Then what's up with this? It looks like those guys on scooters just keep it moving. Interesting stuff, though. I mean, who are those exactly? What is that? And how can we even make out? That's just, like I said, it's weird because, and I haven't, everybody and their mom has been sending this to me. I mean, I don't know, it's been countless emails and DMs and like it's been insane. And he stops there, but the thing is if I remember correctly, because it looks like he's turning back over, like he's looking back down from where he was looking at, right? And he's wearing a white and black. So his right side is black. So if he turned around like this, we'd be seeing nothing but darkness over here on his right shoulder for his shirt. I honestly do not think this is Riley. I don't think this is Riley. And then it looks like those are just kids riding their scooters. And they keep it moving. At least that's what it looks like. I don't know, y'all. And I don't know if this is like a digital shadow right here. Like there's some strange ghost-like shadow type thing going on when he's walking with this person who's walking across. Because it looks like it's just two people here. It looks like this is one person, this is another person, and then this just looks like an extension of them, like some weird digital ghost, if that makes any sense. To the right of the guy, phone lights up. Hold on. Now that's the thing. It's like, is that two people there or not? Right? That's one thing I'm still trying to figure out. That's the one thing that's so frustrating about this. You know, it's just so weird. That's somebody there. And then you're talking about right here. Are you guys talking about right here? Talking about the cell phone lighting up? Is that what you're talking about? But I don't know. I don't know if this has anything to do with Riley. I don't know, y'all. So it looks like there's two people there. Now, I will say this. Let's just rock this idea for a second. Remember, he somehow gets his shirt off, or like he somehow has his shirt. Somehow somebody has his shirt. Allegedly, a homeless guy has his shirt. All right. What are I don't know. To me, it seems like if this is him, okay. And you notice it's almost like this guy's wearing all white, right? I don't think it is him, but I'm going to entertain the thought. What if this is him and he just took his shirt off? What if he took his shirt off during that time? He vomits. I just made I just threw up on myself. I need to take my shirt off. What are the chances of him actually being shirtless right now? Remember, he's a very, very tall guy. But then again, this could be nobody. This could be just a bunch of people on the street. Could be a couple homeless guys. We don't know. And from what we understand now, some homeless people have cell phones as well. So maybe this is nothing. He could have been wearing an undershirt, but I even asked Chris himself and said, is he known to wear undershirt? And he said no. He said no, he's not known to wear an undershirt. And he's a Caucasian male. He is very tall. What are the chances of that being him with his shirt off? Then it's like I get it that the people are saying that maybe they're carrying something. Hold on. Right here. That maybe they're carrying something pretty heavy. They are moving kind of slow. Wow, yeah, it does kind of look like somebody's carrying something. It does look like somebody's carrying somebody, or like two people like carrying somebody. Like, oh man, it's hard to show. Like right there. Let me blow this up. Sorry, guys. I thought I was small and the video was big. Right there. That's very weird. So, Hope always said, a couch? Why would somebody be carrying a couch on that side of the? Why though? But it does look like they're carrying something, right? It does, right? I don't know. I'm wondering if the family's seen this too. Man, that's crazy. Man, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy, dog. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It does, because how they're walking, it seems, it doesn't look, it looks like they're carrying something heavy because of how they're walking. They're walking kind of slow, like they're carrying something. Or they might be very short individuals with short legs. They could be walking and they could be short people. I don't know. But it is weird nonetheless. It's just how the walk is. It's just very short, a short type of gait. You see what I'm saying? It's a short gait. It seems a bit weird. Man, the possibilities. Man, hold on. I got super chats. Hold on. Raymana, thank you so much for the 5. I'm gonna say it. Riley's parents proactive, foot searching, crying. What about Sebastian and Soto's parents? Sebastian's parents, are they looking? Yeah, I'm wondering about that same thing, Miss Vaughn. I'm wondering about the same thing about that Sebastian situation as well. I don't know why. I don't know. For me, something just ain't mathing right with them. Something ain't. It's just. I don't know. Like I said, I even said it before. Everyone grieves differently. Everyone reacts to tragedies in different ways, and all that stuff. But there's something about it that just irks my soul. How they've responded and all that. And yeah, we got some stories and conversations that we need to have about that very, very soon. Okay. Sarah, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. And the Soto case too. I mean, we talked about it this morning, but I'm hoping we get justice soon. Mimi, thank you so much for the 2. Rumor says one scooter guy hit Riley on the head. Ooh, good question. Good point, or good possibility. Interesting. I'm going to play that again here in a second. Oh, Kitty, thank you so much for the 2. Okay. Thank you so much for the 2 and the 5, because I'm just going to bang these out really quick. To right of guy in white shirt, phone lights up, which we just looked at. Thank you again. It was timed from cop till this cam. It matched. Go back a little more when white shirt first comes in view. Watch wall. Other couple is walking dog. Yeah, it does look weird, like somebody's like those two are walking a dog. That could be it too. Okay. Travel, thank you so much for the 2. What's the location of this video? And it was just right here. I'll explain it again. This is allegedly after the 2 bridges. Okay. After he goes past the second bridge, there's 6 minutes that haven't been explained so far. So if this cam is really on point and it is timed out and lining up properly, then this is timed from when the cop saw him last. Okay. And they're saying it matched. Go back a little more. When white shirt first comes into view, watch the wall. Other couple is walking dog. Let me take a look. Man, you guys are incredible out here. You internet sleuths. Let me take but I think he took his shirt off then. Because why would he be in all white then? When his shirt is half white and half black. The right side of his shirt, hold up. The right side of his shirt, dog. Ladies and germs, let me get this real quick. The right side of his shirt, dun, 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 is black, baby. It's black. Okay, look. So if he was to turn around and look at whoever was walking up to him, that side would be black. See? Yes, and he's wearing jeans. Yes, he is wearing jeans. Okay? But if he took his shirt off, he would be in all white. Okay? He would definitely be in all white. Don't worry. We'll play it again for all y'all. Okay. Yeah. Let's not forget the left side, the sleeve part, short sleeved, is black as well. So that's what I'm saying. If he turned, no matter what, there would be still black spots. Okay. Areas of black. All black on the back. Exactly. VA or VA. So they blow it up here in a second. Boom. See, and that's the thing. Phone lit up again. We just saw it light up again on the far right. Then he turns around. See? Hold on. Take a look. Notice this. Yep, it lit up again. There it is. Phone lights up. So somebody's there. Then he turns around. Now, mind you, I got to remind you guys, if this cam, some cameras are weird. Like we noticed, it just picks up blotches. Okay, because this is low lighting. It's all the way on the other side. It's in a very dark area. So it's going to catch whatever it catches, right? But yes, there is a person there. There's a second person there. There's got to be, right? Now, is he wearing the black and white shirt? The monochromatic shirt that he was wearing? If this is him? I don't think so. I don't know, because it's not picking up on this camera. But he could be wearing that shirt too, and only the camera is capturing the white. But it still doesn't make any sense, because the right side of his whole side of his shirt, okay, is black over here. It's all black. So why? So that's what I'm saying. He must have taken his shirt off. He must have, if this is the guy. I got to remind you that, if this is the guy. Yep. See? So somebody's there. And then these people show up. Oy, 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 oy. This is going to drive me crazy. I'm going to continue letting it play. It seems as if now whoever's walking, they could be walking a dog too. I mean, let's be real. Which would make somebody walk slower, a couple. I'm curious though. I am curious. Hold on. You guys sent this to me so many times. Hold on. And it's so damn, like, this is a long video. I can't pull that one up, unfortunately. But at the same time, like it's interesting, guys. I don't know if that's a dog or if it's not, or if it's just a digital shadow. Because, you know, you see those kind of weird digital ghosts that kind of are created, especially when it's like, you know, not the best lens, not the best form of technology, especially in this low lighting and all that. It could be a dog. It could be a shadow or like like I said, like a digital ghost of some sort. It could also, they could also be carrying something. They could be walking the dog. God only knows. But I feel like the cop is literally like a couple yards away. But then again, I mean, people would do something crazy like that, I guess. You know what I mean? Even just a few blocks down. So I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm really curious. I mean, what say you guys? I mean, I see you guys talking about it right there. Hold on. Sarah, thank you so much for the 2 police body cam of ground behind the last car body. Police body cam of ground behind the last car body. I don't know what that exactly means. If there was a body on the ground on the body cam, I feel like we would have heard him say, yo, you know what I mean? You know, this is officer blah, blah, blah. We got a 187. You know what I mean? I feel like they would have said something like that, you know? So if there was if the police body cam captured him and then there was a body behind a car, he would have stopped dead in his tracks being like, there's a body right here. So I'm maybe I'm not understanding what you said, and maybe I am. I don't know. No disrespect. I'm just trying to understand it fully. But yeah, nonetheless, it's definitely not a couch. I will say that. Definitely not a couch. Why would somebody be moving the couch at that time of night in that area, in that dark of an area? They'd be on the other side of the street. You know what I mean? Why on that side? You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's interesting. Nonetheless, it's interesting. Okay. Man, oh man. Man. Okay. It's not a couch, not a tumor. Okay. Couch. Couch. Oh my Lord. Well, anyway, some interesting stuff nonetheless. Okay, guys. Some very, very interesting stuff. I am very curious about all of this. I'm curious about that security cam footage. And I know you guys have sent it to me so many times. And the thing is I was like, I don't know if there's any connection, but I understand with the timeline and et cetera, it, you know, mathematically lines up. Is that him without his shirt on? That could very well be it. Because again, his right side of his shirt is black. The left side of his shirt, the front of it at least, is white. And then there's a black sleeve. I feel like we would have seen some semblance of that if he was still wearing that shirt in the body cam footage, or in the security cam footage that we just looked at, right? So I think that either he took his shirt off, or those are 2 completely different people. And that could also be a possibility as well. Love 7, thank you so much for the 5. Remember, the friend of the family said Riley stood there in that area 7 seconds. Additionally, they are carrying something. They're carrying something up high. Interesting. In the footage, it does look like they're carrying something up high, and then look. But that's the thing, is the footage is all jacked up. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? That low lighting crap, it doesn't help, right? Marty B, thank you so much for this 7 Canadian. Why isn't there any frat bros involved or talking? Come on, yo. A little sus. I'm curious about that too. Okay. I don't think that it's foul play type of thing, but I do think that the fraternity isn't saying anything because it's all about the fraternities, their their reputation, the brand, etc., is probably giving them a really, really bad look. So they can't really say much right now. And whatever happens in fraternities stays in fraternities. I don't know. You know what I mean? But no, I don't think this is like I don't think like this is a remake of Skulls or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I really don't think anything sinister went down, but it is a theory nonetheless, but they were trying to figure out where he was and get him back to the right hotel. They were all drunk. I just don't see why the fraternity brothers would want to take the life of their own brother. That just doesn't make any sense. But it is weird that they have not come forward. It's like Luke's 32 bridge. No one has stepped forward. Okay? Except for our phone call. Other than that, no one has stepped forward from that facility at all. That's a little odd. All of a sudden, mum's the word when your own brother is gone. I think that's a little odd. I really do think that's a little odd. Okay? Yes, it's a little sus. I agree. Sarah, review the body cam footage when the officer passes the last car before he turns around, please. There's an arm on the ground behind the car. All right. We're going to look at it. I don't think there is one, but I will entertain it for you. Okay? We will take a look at it one last time. Let me scoot up a little bit. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit more. There is no arm down there. Don't worry, he turns around. Do you see a dead body back there, guys? That's a negative. Just so you know. Okay? But I entertained it for you because I care. All right? But no remains are found in the back of that car. Okay? And I feel like he would have been like, whoa, ho, my Lord. Let me make a phone call. Or let me walkie-talkie it in or something like that. You know what I mean? Just so you know. I don't know what is. Let me radio it in. It's getting late. I'm tired. Okay. But Daniela, thank you so much for the 2. Canadian said no one did anything seeing him in that condition. Yes, I agree. Travel, thank you so much. He's wearing a white undershirt in 2 other photos. What 2 other photos? Where is he in these photos rocking an undershirt? This is the thing. Where is it? I'd like to see proof of that too, dag nabbit. If you got a photo of him out here trying to impersonate his worst Tupac up in this biz naive, please show it to me. I want to see it myself. He wearing a white undershirt. Where? Is he trying to emulate his best Eminem? That's what I'd like to see too. Where's that at? Mom spaghetti? Like, I want to see that. I haven't seen any photos of him wearing an undershirt on that night. Just so you know. Renee, thank you so much for the 2. Have them call Ed Sorensen, best search diver. Okay. I will reach out and let them know for sure. But yeah, if he's out here, subliminal, I'd love to see that. But I have yet to see him in a white shirt, a white undershirt on that very night. Plenty of other opportunities for him to be wearing a shirt, a white shirt, okay? But in this particular night, he is not out here, from what we know, wearing an undershirt underneath this shirt here, okay? I've even asked Chris on the show. We watched it. You heard him say it live on the show. He is not known to be the kind of guy to wear a white undershirt or undershirts under his shirt. So either he took up, and you never know. Let's be real. You never know. We live in a world where people change their minds every second, right? There are days where, I decide to do something, and then one day I decide not to do it at all. You know what I mean? I habitually wear my shirts this way, but today I decided to change it up. Maybe he wore an undershirt, but we don't have any proof of that yet. We haven't seen any of that yet. You see what I'm saying? I have yet to see anything about an undershirt so far. Basically his uncle, okay, on the show said he doesn't wear undershirts like that. No, he does not. And until we hear otherwise, I'm going to stay with that until I hear something different. Steven, thank you so much for the $1 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. And I agree. We have heard nothing from the fraternity. Nothing. They may have come out with like a statement a long time ago when he first was missing, but we have heard nothing from them. None of the brothers have stepped out to give to give us a more detailed breakdown. Did he have a roommate? Sometimes, you're balling on a budget, etc. Did he have a roommate for the hotel room? Was he sharing a room with somebody? Where's that friend? Or were they all staying like on the same floor next to each other? We haven't heard anything from anybody at all. That's crazy. Sloppy. And bad. Okay. Okay, hold on. Travel, thank you so much for the 5. He's wearing white undershirt in 2 photos. Not that night, but in general. Okay. You asked, is he known to wear a white undershirt? Google his images. Okay. Well, then maybe he is wearing a white shirt, but that hasn't been confirmed. I even asked the family, and okay, maybe he does. So he could be wearing a white undershirt. He could very well be doing that. But from the footage that we've seen so far of him, we have not seen any glimpse of any white undershirt of any kind. So that's the frustrating part, right? Pink Ice, thank you so much for the 5. That building is the Burrich building. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I think you're saying how far is that from that cop video? That's a very, very good question. If that's a good question, I don't know. Somebody in the chat, please do the math for me. That would be greatly appreciated. Stephen Williams, thank you so much for the 5. That new video of the 2 with a stumbling, bare-chested man between them holding him up. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, it's interesting, Stephen. It is. Like, it looks like it looks like they're carrying something. You see what I'm saying? They could be holding him up, like he's hanging on them as they're like walking down the street. They could also still have a dog with them. I don't know. People have done plenty of crime with a dog in tow. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. It's so bizarre. Okay. It is so freaking bizarre. And I wish I had the answers. I really, really wish I had the answers. Hold on, guys. I'm checking the mail. But yeah, this is pretty crazy stuff, guys. I don't know. He could have been helped and carried, and then maybe some sort of accident happened. I have no idea. Okay. Last text said, good lops. What if he was saying good cops? Like, I need cops. Maybe he could have been. He could have been doing that, Stormy. Thank you so much. Christ 777. Thank you so much for the 10. Godspeed, Pascal. Don't let up. Continue glorifying Pascal so you may be continue glorifying Pascal, so you may be glorified in him. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you so much. Amen to that. Amen to that. Christ, I appreciate it. I appreciate the blessing. Appreciate it. But still, yeah. I mean, he could be getting carried, right? He could be getting carried on. He might not be. I'm wondering what the hell happened here, though. You got a bunch of scooters, going by, and I'm wondering if they've done anything about that. I'm wondering. Humble Beginnings, thank you so much for the 10. The man standing looks tall, slender, just like Riley. Okay, his gait is heavy-footed and slow, and it does look like guy slumped forward, walking in between two people. You know what? I'm gonna play that footage one more again. Why not? You know what? Why not? Play it again, Sam. Right? Let's just do it one more time for the Gipper. Let's just do it for the Gipper one last time. All right, let's take a look. Zoom in. I'm going to go to the part where they start to kind of zoom in a little bit. Boom. Let's take a look. I honestly don't think that these scooters have anything to do with this. I'm going to be honest. Because they go on. But then again, I could be wrong. Sorry, I'm rolling this back. Because it looks like that he's right there. Or this person is right there, I mean. And then it seems like it jump cuts. Well, it does jump cut, but it jump cuts to the part where they're getting the two people. It looks like two people walking. And I don't see a commotion. I don't see a fight or any kind of commotion. I'm looking around and I don't see anything. At least I don't see it with my own two eyes. Then we jump cut to this. Man, this is so crappy footage. The footage is terrible. Yo, now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing that could possibly be somebody being carried. Son of a beach. Hold on one second. I'm doing some math here really quick. We need to look at this, them walking down one more again. I need to see, I'm wondering, because it almost seems like there's a person here, right? And then there's a person here, and then there's somebody right here. Now, I don't know if there's a dog or not, okay? There could be a dog. I don't freaking know. But it seems like he's got his arms around this person. It could be absolutely wrong. But let's ride with this for a second, okay? Looks like this person's wearing some light, some sort of orange or something like that. This person's wearing black and gray pants of some sort, maybe some joggers. But let's take a look at this. Shoot, it could be white pants. I don't know. Unless this is skin tone. Okay? No, he's in the middle. If there's somebody right there, there's somebody in the middle, and there's somebody wearing a pink or orange type of shirt here. That's what it looks like to me. Word. Okay. Now, the reason why I say that is because we got to go back to the moment where these people show up. Now this is getting interesting. Ride with me for a second. Reason why I say that is because if you got black and gray pants or black and white pants on a scooter, okay? Hear me out. There's more people that show up. Dark colors, though. They're all dark colors. Damn. Okay, my theory's wrong. Or my theory's not right. Unless that scooter person, one of the scooter people come back to help carry him away. It's just such blah. It's frustrating. It's blah. Miss Vaughn, how you doing, Miss Vaughn? Thank you so much for the 5. I'm from the Braun. To us, t-shirt is a white shirt and this thing I can't say out loud. Unfortunately, I can't say it. I get YouTube's weird, but it's considered a tank top. Chris said he had neither on. Yep, exactly. So he could very well be just out there, chest out, just showing off all that. You know what I mean? Skin just out. James, thank you so much for the 5. If you pull up Google Maps, you'll see Bert's building with the feed is just after the second bridge. Okay, I'll try to take a look at that in a second. Nikki, thank you so much for the 5. He's walking in the middle with his hands around 2 peoples. Yes, no doubt. Okay, he's around. He's got it, like I said. It looks like he's doing this. It does in a way. Now that I kind of see it, you know what I mean. But I don't know if I'm seeing it because of you guys saying it or no. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Yanni Laurel. You see what I'm saying? But moving on. Pink Ice, thank you so much for the 2. Birch building address is 408 2nd Avenue North. Thank you so much. Renee Brown, thank you so much for the 2. That's a real tall man in the middle being carried. I think that is the case as well. Okay, I really, really do think that could be it. But then I'm wondering, why are they carrying him? Why are they taking him back? You see what I'm saying? Why are they taking him back this way? Is it because they're about to throw him down there? Again, could this really be the guy, though? Could this really be Riley? And I'm also wondering if family has seen this footage. That's big. Lioness, thank you so much for the 5. The cops haven't released all the footage yet. This would lead us to believe something may be suspicious. Why hasn't FBI been called yet? You know why? You want to know why, Lioness? Rawr. You want to know why? Because they still do not suspect foul play. This is not a criminal investigation at all. To me, it's trash. To me, it's absolute mother-loving trash. Okay? And again, if this timeline does match up, or if this matches up to the timeline, then this is very, very solid information, and I have some questions on it. But if there is no connection, then there's no connection. That's basically what it is, right? So we'll have to find out. We'll have to see what goes on over time, because I'm still 50-50 on everything. I'm still 50-50 on what happened to him. If someone, just for an example, if some volunteer fell into the river right in the same place that Riley's phone last pinged, there is a possibility that he could have innocently had a tragic accident. with the alcohol, with everything all combined, him not feeling well, he could have had a bad fall. Then there's the other thing. He could have walked past and walked into danger. And then they threw him into the river. That could very well be it too. But we don't have everything yet. Family has seen a lot of footage. They're still pushing. They're still trying to find out what happened. They want the truth. They really, really want the truth. But right now, we don't really have anything as of yet. Just a little bit of information, bit by bit. And I'm just hoping that tonight it gets solved. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm really, really hoping for that. Okay. So praying for some real miracles to happen and some huge movement, hopefully overnight. And when we do, I'll be right here to talk about it all. Okay. Real quick, Chris Ballard, thank you so much for the 5. Vomit, and he stumbled into the homeless camp and they done him in. I mean, that's the theory that I think a lot of people are having as well. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are having that theory. Renee, thank you so much. Maybe this is why the river is not. Maybe this is why the river is not where he is. Maybe he may have been. You never know. He may have been taken as well. He may have been taken. He may have been thrown in the river, or he may have fallen in. Those are all the 3 possibilities for sure. But I don't know yet. We don't see a car pulling up with them putting him in the car. I feel like that stuff would have been seen somewhere. You know, it's just weird. But like I said, as time goes on, we're going to find out more information very, very soon. Okay. Monty, thank you so much for the 5. When White Shirt turns around, he looks scared. Black figure looks like he is pointing an arm out at him like pew pew. Monty. Yeah. It kind of gives off that vibe now, doesn't it? Maybe. Maybe indeed. We are going to find that ish out soon. Philip Hall, thank you so much for the 10. I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Okay. But that is the show, guys. I do want to say something to you guys, though. I want to let you guys know. Over this weekend, I'm going to be on very sporadically. I just wanted to give you guys a fair warning, a fair heads up. But I am going to be holding or watching closely on all the developments, all the pieces of information that are going on. Tomorrow is going to be a little tough, but I will be trying to get on that tomorrow evening, even if it is just for a short while, to give you guys updates on this particular case, because I'm still watching this like crazy. Okay. And I want to find out as much of this information as I can. So please be sure to stay in contact. Please be sure to make sure your notification bells are on and all that stuff. We will be talking most likely tomorrow late afternoon. So just please be sure to do that. Okay. I would really, really appreciate it. Let me grab these real quick before we get going. Rook, thank you so much for being a member for the past 8 months. What's up, Pascal? So happy I've been a family for this long. Thank you so much. Okay. And I appreciate your support, man. June, they need to get Miss Caroline from First 48 on here. That's funny. Yeah, man. Kat, thank you so much. I'm convinced that the rest of the video shows exactly what happened to him. I think they know that he's in the river. So terrible. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if that was the situation, I will say that if they felt like this was the situation and they were like, this is true, that there's no foul play, blah, 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 wrap it up, B. I feel like they would have just gone to the family and said, see, this is the issue. This is what happened. This is why this happened the way it went down. And now we just need to go and find him. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that they would leave that out for everyone to just sit here and just speculate all day long. I think that's really, really sloppy. And I think it's extremely irresponsible for law enforcement if they were to have the gall to do something like that. That's just what I'm going to say about that. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. Yes, tomorrow's a little busy day, but I will be on little later on tomorrow to talk with you guys. We need to break down and have some conversations for sure. So do not be shy. Make sure you have that notification bell set on if you're watching on YouTube, okay? Hit that like button down below. If you're watching on any of these platforms, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hit that reaction button as well. We are staying very, very tight. We're keeping very close attention on this whole case. We want to find him, and hopefully we find him. Hopefully they find him tonight. I really hope that I hope that it all gets wrapped up before the weekend, dagnabbit. That's what I'm really hoping for. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button if you haven't done that yet. Follow me on my TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. That'd be greatly appreciated. Okay? I appreciate all y'all for being here. All right? Thank you so very much for all the super chats. Okay? For all the love. It really means a lot. To my mod, thank you so much for holding it down. I know it was a busy night for you. Thank you so very much. We're going to find him, okay? We're going to figure this whole doggone thing out. We just need to let EquiSearch, the Cajun Navy, do what they need to do. So let's see what they do overnight. And hopefully some things get figured out very, very soon. Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Okay? So be safe out there. Love all y'all. Have a safe and wonderful one. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. I'll see you guys soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.